nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. Thanks for tuning in today. Glad you could stop by. It's great to be with you. We're at the end of the week. We're live. Came back to work yesterday, and it's great to, I was on vacation. I was thinking about being at work. What's wrong with me? I needed to be more distracted, I think. And we're so excited about 2020. Start of a new decade, the end of a decade. Wow. As I said yesterday, a lot goes on day in and day out, more so, I think, than ever before. Or is it just because we're so more in touch and have the means to know what's going on? If you go back in the 50s, that other century, in the 1950s and 60s, even let's say the 40s and the 50s, at the end of World War II, which was an interesting moment. And then we saw the rise of American society and the affluence and the opportunity, the GI program, allowing service people to go to military, to go to college, the building of homes, and many of you probably remember that or read about it or were close enough, were a child at the time. Maybe some of you were even adults, I don't know. And it really set the stage for this, what can be called an information technology revolution. And it happened quickly. I mean, in terms of time, it didn't take long. You get into the 60s and make your way from the 60s to the 80s. And then after the 80s, the information technology boom. I remember the first Apple computers. I don't know, maybe Katie can check. What was the date when the first Apple computer was put on the market, Katie? And that was a big deal.
July 1976.
That's amazing. That's not all that long ago.
You want to take a guess at how much it was?
$1,200?
Actually, half that price, $666.
Oh,
can't even get one of the phones for that now.
Right.
Sorry.
That's true, though.
That's not that long ago. And if you take a look at that computer, compared to where we are now, my phone can do 1 million times more things and a heck of a lot faster than that computer did.
They didn't look like this.
They didn't look like that iPad.
This is I got an iPad, my MacBook. I know that thing was huge compared to what it is
Yeah,
now.
I mean, IBM, their computer filled up a giant room. And then they figured it out, and it didn't take long. They got it to a desktop. And I haven't used a desktop in years.
It's crazy to think about. Like, those were the cool, when I was in school, they had those big desktops. They were all colorful. They were colorful apples. All the computers were different colors. Now you go in and they all have laptop stations with iMacs. It's crazy.
It really has changed everything.
I would like to see one high school kid try and use that desktop
Oh,
computer. They would be lost.
They would laugh. Well, yeah.
They'd cry.
They'd cry. Yeah. That's like putting somebody in a 53 Buick right now and say, go ahead, that's your ride for the rest of the
Oh, you know what? I saw this video on Facebook, and it was they were trying to. Basically, it was a millennial test, and they were putting these 90s things or older,
like rotary phones and
right,
stuff.
and they put like a VHS in front of the guy, and he was like,
they don't know what to do with it.
No,
he was like, what is this? They put like a floppy disk in front of him. He was like, what did you use? They have no clue.
So things happen quickly, and when we say, a decade, my God, a lot happens in 1 year, and so we're caught up in all of this, and the question becomes, how do you get into that flow and not get lost and lose your health, your mental health, your physical, as well as your spiritual health, because it's also distracting and consuming. And it's remarkable. And I love that. I mean, that this kind of topic is exciting because it's about our life and the way we live. It's about the food. I'm going to report on a story this morning that you're going to see. I don't know, maybe you noticed already. There's a change in the food labels. They got smart, and they're doing something that I think is very helpful. We're also going to talk about intermittent fasting, given the New Year's resolutions and people wanting to lose weight. Intermittent fasting is a proven or confirmed way of losing weight. Whether or not you can do it
and do it right
is another matter.
Because it can get dangerous if you do it wrong, right?
Well, it can get dangerous in the sense you might not eat enough.
Okay. Yeah.
You might not eat enough and become nutritionally deficient because you're going to be fasting for, 16 hours, 18. There's a 6-hour window that you can eat. That's it. The rest of the time you don't eat. Now, can you do that? I can. And by the way, one of the effects of doing that is longevity, living longer.
Really?
Yes. So we'll talk about that as well. The new food labels. And what if you allowed the kids, to run the cafeteria at school? What do you think might happen? Do you think it would be Twinkies and chaos, Dr. Pepper, and what? You might be surprised. Oh. We'll talk about that as well. There's a lot of things trending, and I do want to revisit. I introduced it yesterday on air. The whole notion of New Year's resolutions. I think they are useful. The metaphor I like is I see them as a reset button and to make you more conscious. And I think there's one New Year's resolution you can make that can help you with all of your resolutions. And I'll introduce that idea, not a new idea that I've talked about on the show, but I think it's one that is worth considering. So all that and more on LTN 2020. And here's Katie to tell you how you can connect with the show and make contact.
You can always give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always find us on Facebook as well. We have our stream up there. Just go to Facebook and search Let's Talk Nutrition. Or you can go to youtube.com and search Let's Talk Nutrition. You can watch our live stream there as well. If you missed any shows or you want to listen back to an old show, you can go to letstalknutrition.com and go to the show schedule tab. Or you can listen back to us anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition and you will find us there as well. We're also on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition. We've been posting a lot more pictures and videos there, so make sure to follow us if you're on Instagram.
Yeah, I was at the gym last night and somebody was asking me about the show, and I was, you guys, maybe your ears were burning. I said, I have a great crew. I have a good crew. And they said, crew? I said, yeah, oh, yeah.
Like a pit crew.
It's they keep the car on the track.
Yeah, we do.
I.e. me. So I don't burn up the tires.
Got to keep you on a path. It's funny. I posted a picture to my Instagram the other day of the show, just like advertising the show, and one of my friends was like, hey, he works out at my gym. I was like, yeah, that's Dr. Garko.
He works out at my gym. I've seen that guy. I see him walking around.
You're known in this area.
Yeah.
Local celebrity.
Yeah, well, so I don't appear in the post office. Well, we're all good. We're all good. I need to be carrying my business cards with me, and because I strike up a conversation with somebody and they want to know about the show. Here's the card. Here's how you can, yeah. So it's all good. We come back. I'm going to share with you the new food label. You may have noticed something different. I think it's helpful. And then there was a story, too, that was trending. There was a class action lawsuit. Some lady, part of this class action, sued Dr. Pepper. What would she sue Dr. Pepper for? You know, that soda company? I'll tell you about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store.
The host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, what's on a food label? What's on a product? What kind of marketing do they do with products that, well, what am I getting at? We're going to talk about this theme here. You take a box, a can, a bag, what's on there? There's a lot of information, right? And the food label is critical. We'll talk about that. There's a new addition. I think it's useful. And then words that are put on, let's say, a can of soda. And the word diet. Now, diet sodas have been around for a long, long time. And that word diet on the can, what does it imply? What does it mean? Is it misleading? So it turns out that there's a woman by the name of Shanna Becerra. She brought a lawsuit and argued that she struggled with obesity since she was a child and thought that drinking Diet Dr. Pepper, and that's how it's marketed, would help her lose or maintain a healthy weight. Now, I alluded to the story, and then Katie went and found it, and her, she reacted to it in a kind of interesting way. What was your reaction?
I just think this is ridiculous.
Why? Why?
I mean, that's lack of her doing her research. You can't just assume that the word diet means that it's going to be part of weight loss or management. I have never assumed that. I feel like the majority of reasonable consumers would not assume that. I just feel like that's lack of her own research. I wouldn't. In
other words, you think it was a frivolous lawsuit?
I think it was a little
ridiculous. The judge in the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco, this has made its way through the courts here, upheld an earlier dismissal of a class action suit brought against the manufacturers of Diet Dr. Pepper. I mean, he dismissed it, and he argued that just because some consumers may unreasonably, note his language, unreasonably interpret the term differently, does not render the use of diet in a soda's brand name false or deceptive. So said Judge Jay Bybee, wrote in the decision. Now, let's think about this for a second. I'm looking at a can of Dr. Pepper. I'm holding it up. That's the story. And that particular product, and it's branded as Diet Dr. Pepper. That's when you go look at their marketing. For me, when I see the word diet on these products, I don't think that they contribute to that they're going to cause you to lose weight.
You, along with most people.
But I think they suggest that if you consume the product, it would help you to manage your weight or to drink something that wouldn't contribute to weight gain. That's what I interpret it to mean.
It's still soda, though. Like,
and
it's just not as bad.
That's what I grew up learning.
No, it's not. That I disagree with that, Reggie. Soda, diet soda, if you go and do the research, diet and sodas generally, not just diet soda, but sodas generally with the sugar, contribute significantly to weight gain. Significantly, despite what the beverage companies say. What I find interesting, candy bar makers, cupcake makers, cookie makers, soda makers. You line them all up. Go to each one and interview them and ask them, do you think you're contributing to the obesity epidemic? No. None of them will own up and say, no, we're not contributing. No. Well, then how did more than 17% of children become obese? How has literally 42% of the adult population in this country become obese? By breathing air? Something caused it. And it's these foods, these fast foods, high stripped down, nutrient stripped foods that are with added sugar, and nobody owns up to it. The soda companies don't do it. Nobody owns up. Say, no, we don't contribute to that. Somebody's contributing to it. I think I understand what this woman was intending, but to say that she became obese because or struggled with her weight and blames it on Dr. Pepper alone, that's why the judge threw it out. Do I think that putting diet on a product can be misleading? I think to some it can, Katie. I think to some people it can.
I'm just all about doing research. So if I were going to go on a diet and try to lose weight, I would do more than just see a diet soda and a thing and be like, this is it. I would do some research.
This is for me.
I would not. And to be upset is one thing. To be upset that you went a couple months and didn't lose weight, but to start a lawsuit because you didn't do your research just seems a little ridiculous.
To start a lawsuit and based on the premise that because you drank Dr. Pepper.
Because of your assumption, you did a lawsuit.
If she would have been better if she was drinking a soda with added sugar in it, and when it's foul law, that would even get dismissed. She cannot blame her weight gain on one product, just on one product. The judge was reasonable in that sense. Come back, we'll talk some more. I'll tell you about the new food label.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Maybe you've gone grocery shopping and noticed that something new on the snacks that you're buying and other packaged foods. It's an updated nutrition label, facts panel, that the intention is to give the consumer a little bit more information about the calorie content and what they're consuming here, how many calories, so that when they go shopping, they can maybe perhaps make healthier choices about what they want to eat or buy and eat. And, you know,
that is helpful if you're like someone who counts your macros or something or logs what you eat every day. That would be helpful.
Okay. So, for example, here's what's happened in the past. On the facts panel, they'll give you the calorie content for one serving, right? A bag of potato chips is not one serving.
Right, correct.
There are several servings, depending on the size of the bag, in a bag of potato chips, pretzels, cookies, crackers, cakes, chips, and whatnot.
Sometimes finding out what a serving is like a slap in the face.
Right.
I get embarrassed sometimes when I see what a serving is and realize how many of servings I usually eat in one serving.
Well, what has happened, Katie, again, you know, people, they misinterpret. They see the calories, and for whatever reason, they don't process per serving and then look to see, oh, there are 4 servings in here.
Mhm.
So it's 4 times 150 calories per serving.
Right.
So you're going to have 2 columns appearing on the label, as it turns out. This is helpful. That will list the nutrition information in a single serving. That'll be one panel. And next to it, alongside of it, will be another panel that will list the nutrition information for the entire package.
That's a good idea. I like that a lot.
There you go. So Reggie's showing that. Well, that's the original label. That's not quite the one, Reg.
The original label is on.
I know.
Oh, okay.
No. The new one is where you have. That's an old photo. I've used that particular photo. That's showing when they changed the new. That's the old and the new. This is where you have servings for one calorie, nutrition information for one serving, and the new nutrition information for all of the servings in the package.
I think it'll definitely make people more aware and open their eyes.
You might think that. There's what I do notice in the grocery store, you probably have too. The grocery store has turned into a library in a way. And I think that's a good thing. I see more and more people. Some lady the other day asked me if she could borrow my glasses.
She could read something on the label?
Yes.
That's awesome. She cared a lot.
She said, "Are those cheaters?" I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "Do you have cheaters on?" I said, "Well, not quite." She said, Can I use them for a second?" I said, "Sure." And I gave them to her. Apparently they worked. And she was reading the label. What aisle were we in? It was the aisle that were rice and all of that.
Like pastas and
yeah.
Yeah.
She was looking at that, and it took her about a minute, and I stood there and I waited, and she came back. She said, "Thank you," and she left the package on the shelf.
Oh,
she didn't buy it.
Yeah, she didn't find what she wanted.
She didn't find what she wanted, and so I think this is good. You'll see that it's hard to find an example of that, Reg.
You said it's going to show you the calories per serving?
It's going to show you. It's the new facts label will have 2 panels on it. 2 panels.
Okay.
One for one serving, one for all of these servings, and you'll have all the information: total carbs, fat, protein, sugar, and nutrients in the package, in the product. And this has been a source of confusion for consumers. I've even seen people with their calculator on their phone. They'll take out, you have a calculator function, and calculating total calories. Now, some think that that's a bit tedious and too much. Well, I would rather people did that than totally be unaware or reckless about what they're consuming and not concerned.
I've done that before. Like, I've been the person who counts my macros when I was really, really into working out. And it's time consuming, but it is so effective.
Okay. So foods that have been between 1 and 2 servings. For example, a 20-ounce bottle of soda or a 15-ounce can of soup.
Are sodas less than 1 serving? Like a bottle of soda, that's not a whole serving?
They consider that a serving.
Okay.
But depends on the how big the serving.
Right.
If you buy a liter.
Hope that's not a serving.
That's not, well, to some it is. To some it is,
yeah, you're right.
Katie. To some people it is. You go into these convenience stores, and I often joke, I'll be sitting at a red light and I see somebody walking out of one of these convenience stores with a soda drinking it. It looks like a paint bucket, right? It's a giant cup. And you wonder, is that a diet soda or is that a regular soda? If it's a regular soda, there are more calories in that giant cup than I have since. And typically, it's not a thin person that's walking out with that. It's somebody who needs to lose some weight, typically. So the FDA mandated these changes back in 2016. The changes went into effect for larger manufacturers on January 1st this year. Took a while, right? Smaller manufacturers have yet another year to update their labels. So this, although it's new to you, it's been in play. They just gave these companies time to transition over. I think it gave them too much time. So you may notice that it's helpful. So now you can look to that one label. It usually will be on the right, and then look to see total. You'll see the total calories for that package. 877-897-8255. As I was during the break, I was looking at sodas and some of the research on sodas. I won't do it today. Reggie's response is not atypical. There are lethal calories in these sodas, lethal, because and they're lethal for a lot of reasons. I'm talking about not the diet soda. Well, diet sodas are problematic. They present a whole different set of problems. But added sugar, these sodas with the added sugars in them, bad news. And for these soda companies to say, oh, we have nothing to do with these kids getting fat, getting obese, having high blood pressure because of we have nothing to do with that. That's not true. And they're not honest about that. They're just not. So someday I'll do a tutorial on the dangers of sodas.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Urban Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
You probably noticed a lot of commercials now on TV about weight loss diets and these weight loss programs. This one, I won't mention the brand. They use a ketogenic principles, or the ketogenic principle, if you will, in their food, and they send the food to you. And I noticed in their commercial, they market it as a safe. The implication is that this is a safer way to use the ketogenic diet and so on, because the getting into a ketogenic kind of groove can be bad news if you don't know what you're doing. And so they're marketing it now as they know what they're doing, and and you should feel safe in eating their food that they will send to you, and this and that. And that may be very well true. And I don't necessarily dismiss out of hand the benefits of a ketogenic diet. That's for another day. We can talk about that. But you're going to notice all these commercials and ideas being presented at this time of year. One idea that has caught on, it's been around a while, it started around 2012, really started to get into the mainstream. This notion of intermittent fasting, where you will abstain from food anywhere from 16 to 18 hours a day. Now, there's 24 hours in a day. All right? So if you're gonna abstain from eating for 18 hours, that leaves you 6 hours to eat. That's the window. Now, I can tell you there's a lot of research on this particular approach of managing your weight and losing weight, and the science is solid. A lot of it's been done with rats, fat rats, and put them on an intermittent fasting. And those rats, lost the weight, and we're able to keep it off with that approach. Now, those are rats. Now, with humans, there are studies to show that it can be very effective with humans. So I'm not, I'm not criticizing this. I'm just saying I'm presenting it to you. I'm reporting and sharing it with you for you to consider. It's tough to do, but it's not impossible. I know somebody right now who's doing it, and he told me just a few days ago that he had put on like 10 or 15 pounds and once wanted to get it off, and he said it's coming off like nobody's business. Well, of course, what you're doing, it's a form of calorie restriction. If you think about it, all weight loss programs operate on that one while everybody runs around, not everybody, a lot of people run around and say, you shouldn't count calories, calories are not important. That's nonsense. That's like telling a scuba diver, don't worry about the oxygen in your tank. They'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Really? Oh, come on, man. Calories count. And you need to, I'm not saying you have to become an accountant, a calorie accountant, and you're, tediously counting every single calorie. I can't do that, and I don't want to do that, and I don't do that. And I don't think you need to do that. But you need to be at least generally aware that when you eat 4 servings of something that's in the bag, and 1 serving is 150 calories, 4 times 150 is a lot of calories. And being aware of calories in that general sense is useful, because that's how you gain weight. Calories is energy, and if you don't burn the energy, it gets stored as fat. This isn't complicated. A 5-year-old gets it. They understand it perfectly well when I talk to children. So, now, a review, there's a study out, a new study of past animal and human studies. You'll find it in the New England Journal of Medicine. And the takeaway from the study is that intermittent fasting can reduce your blood pressure, help you with weight loss, and guess what? You might even live longer. It improves longevity. We've known this for quite a while. This makes sense to me. Why does intermittent fasting have this kind of effect? I think it has that kind of effect because our ancient ancestors were doing intermittent fasting not because they wanted to, but because they had to. They didn't, until the industrial agricultural system came into play in farming and all of that. I mean, our ancient ancestors were hunting and gathering food, and there was no grocery store. There was no place where they could go and find an abundance in food all at once. They could very well go for 18 hours and not find anything to eat. So in a way, our biology has been predicated upon not eating more, but eating less. And ironically, the ability we naturally selected to hold on to calorie. It's a form of survival. But where you have abundance, it can be a form of your early demise. So intermittent fasting may be more compatible with our biology in a sense, but it's not compatible with the kind of relationship people have with food and how they've learned to eat. I am not a fan of grazing all day long. I've never, now for some people that works just fine. And if it works for you and you can manage your weight, stick with it. For me, eating all day long, no, I don't do that. And some of my colleagues, I travel with them. They say, Doc, you don't eat, man. You don't eat. I said, I do eat. Just because they're eating all the time and I'm not, it looks like I'm not eating. But these boys can pack it away. If I ate as much, I mean, I would look like the Hindenburg.
Oh, no.
And so, I watch. I just don't eat a lot of food, but you have to be strategic. Come back. I'll tell you more about intermittent fasting, how to do it the right way. LTN 2020, lean forward.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
Ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you could stop by today. We originate out of Tampa, Florida, and make our way coast to coast and globally because we stream the show. And Reggie's in studio on this side of the glass with me, and then Katie's on the other side working the board, and you're there. Put that all together, that means we can talk. Yeah, it's a health talk show that you can watch. How about that? That's not too bad. And you can listen as well. Most people listen, but when they drift away from their radio, they got their, these handheld devices now and their little iPads and phones and whatnot. And they listen and watch that way too. So it's all good. And was talking about intermittent fasting in that last block of the first hour. I'm going to pick it up this hour. Some may be entertaining that notion. I'm not opposed to it. I think intermittent fasting can be done safely, usefully. In my mind, it sort of imitates what our ancient ancestors had to do. They weren't, abundance of food was not on the menu, man. It was not. And they could very well go for long stretches of time in one day, maybe a couple of days, and not have a lot of food. So we evolved in that kind of condition, and our biology adapted to that. We naturally, as the years went on, centuries, hundreds and thousands and millions of years, as time went on, and over the the last 10,000 years, for example, we adapted in a way to that kind of condition where there was not a lot of abundance. So if you take humans with an ancient biology and situate them in a modern context of abundance, boom goes the dynamite. Lots of stress, lots of abundance, convenience. Those make for a bad cocktail. So intermittent fasting has a place. There are different ways you can practice it. I will talk about that with you. There are different forms of intermittent fasting. You have to pick one that you think you can do and figure out, what to eat and how to stay nourished. Is this from yesterday? Okay. I want to pick up a call. And who is it, Katie? You can talk. Mary Kay. Okay. Mary Kay, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. How are you today?
I'm very fine. And the portion of what I want to ask you about might be beneficial to a lot of your listeners, but then also I could call back later in the day when you're not on the air.
No, you can do it now.
Okay, you were talking about the Strauss Health Drop.
Yeah, the Strauss. The Strauss Heart Drops.
Now, spell Strauss for me.
It's like Johann Strauss, the composer. Strauss. Strauss. Strauss.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, that's the family name. that's a family, several generations of herbalists, and this goes back, as my guest yesterday, Wayne Elliott, was talking about. This goes back all the way to Austria a couple of 300 years ago, when they had this idea, this particular herbal combination, and then the family picked it up in the Strauss family, and then formulated it and put it into a product. So that's sort of in a nutshell.
And then when you told the story about the grandfather took the father for a whole year throughout Europe and taught him about the herbs, that's most impressive.
Yeah, he the one Strauss member took the son and took him throughout Europe and showed him and taught him about herbal formulation. That particular in Chinese medicine, for example, taste is a technique to formulate some particular, elixir, if you will, using taste. The Chinese have 5,000 or more years of experience in knowing how to do this. And so the Strauss family also, as herbalists, used that principle. It sounds kind of odd. People say on the way things taste. Yes, they're sour, bitter, sweet. All these different compounds have different tastes, and they know what those tastes mean. And that's how they formulate them. So that the product's been around a good while now in terms of commercial market, about 40 years, Mary Kay.
Well, that is just very, very impressive.
It
now,
is.
I got to even go back farther.
Yeah.
You were talking the other day about the beet crystal.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a fan.
And I couldn't catch the manufacturer's name because I see beets on the TV and I see beets in the catalogs that they send, but you were speaking about a specific manufacturer. I think it started with an F, like Flora or something like that.
Okay. My computer just crapped out on me. Bad timing. Let me look for that. Katie, check my work. Does Flora have that Beets Crystal product? Remember, I brought it in with me. I can't remember the brand. I had several brands, and I forget which one I brought that day. And my computer, for some reason, I know the reason. I didn't plug it in and charge it. Just crapped out on me, so I can't get to it. It may be Flora. I'll have to check and see. Katie's looking to see.
Yes, it's the Red Beet Crystals by Flora.
Okay, you're very good, Mary Kay. You saved me. It is Flora. That product is terrific. If you have high blood pressure, I'm not saying I can't tell you that things will cure or heal, and I can't do that because I'm not a physician, and if I were, I still wouldn't do it. But as a PhD, I can tell you what the research says. Beets can vasodilate. They can cause the arteries to open up. Therefore, you get more blood flow, less pressure on the arteries. And there are people who swear by that concept, eating beets, but Flora has made a terrific product. I take it with, you can mix it with water, whatever. I just take a spoon and start eating out of the jar with some water, bottle of water, and I drink the water as I'm eating the crystals. I like that product a lot by Flora. It's a nice product. It works.
Right now, and I'm going to be 70. Fortunately, I'm on no pharmaceuticals, and I'm doing everything I can to avoid that. But did I pick up that the beet regimen will give you more energy?
Did you? Was that you that called yesterday and said that your blood pressure went up or something? Your cholesterol went up?
That's exactly.
Okay,
right
so
at the end of the day, that's
okay.
Exactly right. See, your memory's okay too.
I do all right. Listen, this business about your cholesterol. Cholesterol, in and of itself, is not a bad thing. You need cholesterol. I could tell you all the different functions of cholesterol in your body. Some people, their body makes too much cholesterol genetically. They're genetically prone to make too much of it. You can also get cholesterol from your diet. Here's what happens. Cholesterol as it's a fat, right? And it's prone. Well, we're headed in some messages. When we come back, if you want to stay on the line or if you want to listen when I come back, I'll tell you about cholesterol and where the danger is here and how it leads to heart disease. And there's a lot of misconceptions about cholesterol. And I think it's like calories. You need to be mindful of your cholesterol intake and how much cholesterol your body's producing, because it does contribute to heart disease if you don't know what you're doing. Come back, I'll tell you more. Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1 selling natural product for lung health since 1998. Clear Lung's formula is a synergistic blend of Chinese herbs that helps maintain open airways and balance mucus levels. It combines the healing properties of 13 perfectly balanced herbs that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Need extra help? Try Ridgecrest Herbal's Clear Lung's Extra Strength with twice the herbs and Ridgecrest Herbal's patented Avail-Blend formula designed to support the bioavailability of the original 13 herbs. Got a picky kid who doesn't like pills? Clear Lung's liquid is safe for children and has a naturally sweet orange flavoring. And don't forget to check out Clear Lung's Immune and Clear Lung's Sport. Visit rcherbals.com or call.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. Talking with Mary Kay in St. Petersburg, Florida. She called the show yesterday and mentioned that she got took a blood test, and the doctor let her know that, office called and let her know that her cholesterol has increased. And she's concerned about that. And Wayne Elliott was on the show yesterday. He was talking about Strauss heart drops, and that particular formulation has 8 herbs in it. Has been known now. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence, and the formulation contributes to cardiovascular health, lowering of blood pressure, lowering of cholesterol. A lot of reports about that. And it's a good product, and it's worth, certainly would be something to take. There are other products out there, too. Kyolic Age Garlic Extract is another product that contributes to cardiovascular health. So, Mary Kay, welcome back. Now, this conversation about cholesterol can become very confusing. Cholesterol is a waxy, fat-like substance. You'll find it in all the cells of your body. So cholesterol is not something that the demons created. Your liver makes cholesterol, and it's also found in food, like meat and dairy products, for example. Your body needs cholesterol to work, to function properly. The caveat is having too much cholesterol in your blood raises your risk for coronary artery disease. I've been on the record for saying that. I stand by that. There is a ton of science to support my claim. I'm not saying something that is unusual or is breaking news.
That's why the doctor wants to put me on an atorvastatin.
Okay.
Every other day.
I know.
Low dose.
I understand. I get it. Now, before you go there, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. You need to listen to your doctor. Let me explain. I'm trying to explain not only to you, but this is like a little tutorial on cholesterol. This is probably more than you wanted to know, but you need to know. It turns out that fat needs to be transported in the body. Cholesterol being one of these compounds. And you have what's called low-density lipoproteins and high-density lipoproteins. They get confused. People call those good and bad cholesterol. Low-density lipoproteins is not cholesterol. It's a protein that it's a transporter. They are a combination. These LDLs and HDL are a combination of a fat and a lipid, a fat, which is a lipid, and a protein. And the lipids need to be attracted to the proteins so they can move through the blood. That's the way the fat moves through the blood, through these transporters. LDLs, okay? So it's a misnomer when people say, oh, LDL cholesterol, that's bad cholesterol. That's nonsense. That's a misrepresentation. LDL, low-density lipoproteins, is one thing. Cholesterol is another thing. The LDL, sometimes called the bad cholesterol, which I hate when they do that, and you have the HDL that's sometimes called the good cholesterol. Turns out that the LDL leads to a buildup. It's called bad because it leads to a buildup of cholesterol in the arteries. The HDL, it transports the fat to the arteries. The HDL, which they call the good cholesterol, which again is incorrect because it carries cholesterol away from the arteries and gets moved away. So that's why it's good. So in your blood panel, you want the HDL to be high, more than 40, and the LDL to be low. And sometimes the HDL is low and the LDL is high, and the cardiologist, advises the patient go on a statin. And the statin, I won't get into how it works, but the statin tries to pull that all back into alignment. Now, you have to decide on going on that low dose statin drug, and you have to make that decision. I can't tell you what to do about that, but that doesn't prevent you from taking a supplement that can help with lowering cholesterol. A product like Strauss Heart Drops or Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract, which I've
aged, A-G-E-D.
Kyolic. If you go on my website, Katie will tell you how you can find videos where I talk about Kyolic on the show, and where I talk about Strauss Heart Drops, and Katie will tell you where to find these videos and the files, the audio files and the video files. Kyolic is spelled K-Y-O-L-I-C. That product has been, there's over 750 papers written on that product. The science behind Kyolic is formidable. It's one of my favorite products. Strauss Heart Drops, also very effective. It also has garlic in it too, aged garlic. But and Kyolic has different formulations. One for, it all have aged garlic extract in them. So those two products, you can either take one or the other or both. You have to decide about what you want to do with your cholesterol. I know it's concerning. And if I had high cholesterol, I can tell you what I would do, but I don't want to influence you. You need to decide what to do. We come back, I'll tell you.
I don't think it's...
All right, we're headed into some messages. Come back, I'll talk to you some more.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
My website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's Let's Talk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Urban Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. I show up in the studio every day, have an agenda as to what I want to do, but there's an emergent quality to doing the show. And if you have a caller, a listener, a viewer who has a question, and I think the question is of importance, I will stay there and answer the question and turn it into a tutorial and come back to what I want to do tomorrow, what I wanted to do today. And this happens frequently on the show, and you have to be willing to do that. And talking with Mary Kay in St. Petersburg, Florida, she's not unlike many others who one day they're just fine, and then all of a sudden they get a blood test, and the cardiologist says, or the internist says, got your blood panel back, and the lipid panel wasn't good. Your total cholesterol's high, LDL's high, HDL's low. I want to put you on a statin drug, low dose. Sometimes they'll say high dose because your cholesterol readings are so out of whack, and the LDL is so high that the doctor's concerned. Why would the doctor be concerned? Turns out that cholesterol as I said, is necessary. You need it in your body to do a lot of things. The cholesterol is not dangerous. It's having too much cholesterol that ends up getting oxidized in your arteries, and that is the danger. And the more cholesterol you have, the greater the odds of the cholesterol getting into and contributing to what's called atherosclerosis, which is a cardiovascular-related killer. Make no mistake about it. It's hardening of the arteries. It's recognized as the leading cause of mortality and morbidity around the world. That's why, Mary Kay, your doctor is concerned. He doesn't want you to have heart disease. And cholesterol that's oxidized can be a contributor. And he's trying to bring down the LDL and raise the HDL by putting you on the statin. And you should pay attention to what your doctor has to say. That doesn't mean to say that you can't explore other natural options simultaneously. I can tell you there's nothing about Strauss heart drops, and there's nothing about kyolic aged garlic extract that would be contraindicated for a statin drug. Both companies have said that on air. It's in their literature. And both of those products, I can tell you with kyolic aged garlic extract, there are scores, hundreds of papers written on, scientific papers written on that product and its ability to lower blood pressure and to lower cholesterol. If you decide to take a supplement like that, you need to let your cardiologist or whoever's taking care of you, your doctor, internist, or cardiologist know. I have had clients that have had high blood pressure and have been diagnosed with high cholesterol, and to take either one or both of those products, and they go down on they can reduce the medication levels because they contribute, and that's a good thing. So I, for one, cannot tell you what to do. You ultimately have to make that decision as to what to do. So you may have a question or two, Mary Kay.
Well, you have given me some in-depth background that has, of course, never been shared with me about the high-density lipid proteins, and it's just incredible when somebody will talk to you with informed knowledge, but as a friend, to help you make an informed decision.
Yeah,
you even anticipated my question, if I do both at the same time, because Wayne Elliott yesterday said if I start with the heart drops and it starts to loosen up that plaque and send it around, they're really going to shoot up.
Well, let me explain to you something about plaque. Calcified plaque. I'm just telling you the way I was trained, what my professors taught me, and what my own research has taught me. Calcified plaque is once the plaque gets calcified, unless a surgeon goes in there and does something, there is no way to do anything about that. Soft, fatty plaque, there are studies to show that aged garlic extract can remove the soft, fatty plaque, but not the calcified plaque. Okay? When you get on a product like Strauss Heart Drops or Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract, what you can do is you're now going to try increase the odds of preventing any further buildup of calcified plaque in your arteries. As in terms of removing the calcified plaque, I don't know of any way to do that with a pharmaceutical or a nutraceutical. Soft fatty plaque, yes. Now, would that increase cholesterol readings? It might. Some people, I don't know. I don't have any experience with that. All I do know is that sometimes when patients will take a nutraceutical along with a pharmaceutical, they will notice that they can lower their pharmaceutical dosage because they're taking the nutraceutical, assuming that the nutraceutical isn't contraindicated. And you need to talk to your doctor about that. And I know that there's nothing about either Strauss Heart Drops or Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract that is contraindicated for any of these statin drugs. I must tell you, and your doctor should tell you, if you go do your research, there are side effects with statin drugs, a number of them. So, you know, like with any drug, there are side effects with most drugs or many drugs. You have to decide, whether or not you want to take, to do that. If I had cholesterol that was off the chain, I would probably go on a low-dose statin along with, if I couldn't control, if my liver was making too much cholesterol, even though I tried to manage it with my diet and it was still too high. That's biological. It's genetic. There's nothing I can do about that other than try to keep it low. And I would probably do if that were the case with me. It doesn't sound like that's the case with you. You're in your 70s. You've gotten this far. If you had a genetic predisposition for high cholesterol, it would have showed up back in your earlier decades ago. I don't think you have that issue. It could be a function of your diet. It's a function of aging. So you have to decide what you want to do. I shared this with you as part of a tutorial for everybody else because your question relates to many, and this is on people's minds. And I worry about my blood pressure and I worry about my cholesterol because I don't want to have artery disease and die of a heart attack or a stroke like you. I'm concerned about that, just like you are. I hope you found that helpful. If you have other questions, you can always call me back. You can always go back and listen and watch this show. Come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Everybody knows that it's easier said than done to take charge of your health. Now taking charge of your health has been made a little easier with Ancient Nutrition. Ancient Nutrition's whole food nutritional products provide ancient nutrients in a modern, convenient form to power the body and mind while restoring health, strength, and vitality comparable to that of our ancient ancestors. Among their healthy nutrition supplements, Ancient Nutrition offers a line of bone broth protein powders formulated for high performance. Bone broth is a breakthrough in protein supplementation. It delivers the benefits of homemade bone broth in a convenient, easy-to-mix form. Try all 8 delicious flavors: dark chocolate, banana cream, cinnamon apple, salted caramel, pumpkin spice, s'mores, coffee, and French vanilla. Ancient Nutrition products are sold in fine health stores across the country. Visit ancientnutrition.com to learn more about Ancient Nutrition for a modern world. That's ancientnutrition.com.
Have you been put? You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the LTN health question of the day. I didn't intend to talk about it to the extent that I did today, but it comes up in conversation. Somebody calls who's listening or watching the show, and they have a good question about some aspect of health, like, heart disease, atherosclerosis, and cholesterol. What's the connection? And cholesterol can be very confusing to people. And there's been a lot of just misinformation given and misrepresentation, of wrong use of terms. People, they call LDL the bad cholesterol. LDL, low-density lipoprotein, is not cholesterol. It's a protein. It's a protein that transports cholesterol. Then you have HDL. It is also a protein that's combined with a fat, high-density lipoprotein. Lipo means fat and protein, so it's a combination. That compound, that molecule, is a protein and a fat combined. And fat cannot move through the bloodstream. It needs a transporter. And these lipoproteins, high and low density, then you have very low density lipoproteins. Those are the transporters. Turns out that some, like the LDL and HDL, transport blood, fat. But here's the question, the health question. Which one, the LDL or the HDL, which one of those two transports blood away from the arteries? Is it the LDL or the HDL? I mentioned that, and that's the health question, and Katie's going to tell you how to call and win.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
The one that transports blood away is sort of like a scavenger, and it'll pick up the cholesterol from the arteries and take it back to the liver from whence it came. If it came from there, sometimes it comes from your food. Then the LDL, got to be careful I don't give away the answer. It turns out that the one lipoprotein doesn't necessarily completely eliminate cholesterol, but, it can make that's why the doctors want this particular lipoprotein to be high. And is it the HDL that transports blood away from the arteries to the liver, or is it the LDL? Let's go to Gregory. That's my middle name. Gregory in Clearwater. Gregory, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. Hi, Gregory.
Talking to you, Doc. How you been?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
So which one of those lipoproteins, the LDL or the HDL, transports the cholesterol away from the arteries and back to the liver?
I thought you said earlier it was LDL.
No, I didn't.
From what I just heard you say, it might be the HDL.
Well, I may have slipped and misled you. Your instinct to say HDL was probably more correct, so we'll give you credit for the question. How about that?
All right, thank you much. I do appreciate that.
Now, you're welcome. It's the HDL, and HDL is not cholesterol. It's a lipoprotein, and it makes me crazy when people say, oh, LDL cholesterol. There's no such thing. LDL is a lipoprotein that transports cholesterol. HDL is a lipoprotein that transports cholesterol. But they try to make it easy for people and say LDL cholesterol. There's no such thing as LDL cholesterol. There's no such thing.
I'm glad you cleared that up because I thought they were both different kinds of cholesterol.
No, they're not. They're transported. It's a compound or a molecule that's made up of a protein and a lipid. That's why they call them lipoproteins. Lipo means fat, protein means protein. Lipoproteins. Right. And there are different kinds of lipoproteins. LDLs, HDLs, VLDLs, very low density lipoproteins, and others. And they're transported. See, our biology is such that fat cannot move through the bloodstream. It just doesn't. Fat floats, right? So you get these proteins that will attract the fat. Cholesterol is a waxy, fatty substance, and it'll pick it up and either take it from the liver to the arteries or from the arteries back to the liver. And so that's why you want a lot of good HDL and you want to keep the LDL low because you don't want to. And then people eat a diet. Not only does your body make it, Gregory, but you can also get it from your diet. So if you have a person who has a genetic predisposition to make a lot of cholesterol and they're eating a lot of cholesterol, they are a candidate for heart disease because you got too much cholesterol that can get oxidized and be an injurious agent to the arteries. It gets oxidized there and starts to contribute to the buildup of plaque along with other kinds of molecules, fats and other things that collect. I won't get into that today. And that leads to...
Do you know what the ratio factor is between, I mean, they say there's a good ratio of LDL to HDL, and they say that that's the important thing is to have a good ratio of those two. And do you have any idea what the good ratio is?
You know, hold on a second. I can tell you that in one moment. That you want, I know that in terms of the HDL, you want the HDL to be higher. It's somewhere about 4 to 1 HDL to LDL. So, you know, you can calculate your cholesterol ratio. If you divide your total cholesterol by your HDL cholesterol number, so if your total cholesterol is 200 and your HDL is 50, then your ratio would be, in that case, 4 to 1. Higher ratios means, pardon me, I misspoke. A higher ratio is going to mean a higher risk for heart disease. So I'm looking for that ratio. I don't have it off the top of my head, and I don't want to misrepresent what the ratio should be. Depending on the lab that does the lipid panel for you, you have to look and see what they consider high HDL and low HDL, high LDL and low LDL. I will look that up, okay. and I'll share that on air tomorrow what the ratio should be. What is it?
Doc.
I mean on Monday. Happy New Year. And Bill, I know I didn't get to you. Call me back on Monday, Bill, and we can talk about HDL, okay? Okay.
Yes, he said okay.
He said okay. He hung up on me. Happy New Year. Healthy New Year. Your health is your wealth. I'll see you on Monday.